We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica, seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Yeah, so if this is the first time here at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we highly recommend subscribing to stay updated with our latest content. Hit the subscription button above, click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel release a video. Remember that this channel is not an entertainment channel. You know, entertainment channels give you a average between 10 to 15 minutes. This is not an entertainment channel, so you have to go elsewhere if you want entertainment. Remember to give this video a thumbs up because you will find it helpful and informative. Please remember to share the video with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, mama, papa, side chick or side man, and tell them to tell a friend about the Jamaica Young Police Channel. You can join the Patreon squad. By doing so, you will gain access to exclusive content that cannot be played on YouTube due to various restrictions. To unlock this untapped collection of videos, click the link in the description box below. Joining our Patreon community allows you to explore contents that complies with laws, rules and regulations while avoiding disruption to our channel's functionalities. Douglas Chambers, who was killed by PMP criminal organization members, and it came from the top, and to date the person who have given that order has not been arrested and charged for that murder. So you can go to Patreon and you'll be able to see the face and name of those persons. So thanks for your continued support, and we look forward to providing you with exceptional content. So moving on to today's video. Yeah man, a Jamaican guy when named Bruce Golden. Yeah man. So you know that we have several people at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, especially in Patreon, that very, very concerned about our little island. And they have been, you know, very, very conscious about the attack on black people worldwide. And the first man they said to stand up to white supremacy in the 21st century was Bruce Golden. And it started, yeah man, it started back when he was prime minister and went to England. Yes, but now, guess what? The same black people, them, you know, they're right now, they're rallying behind a British guy. Yeah, man, a British guy where, you know, I tell black men, say, hey, look, let's open up your body and take it. Yeah, man, where I tell you that. So that is what he has done. Yeah, when we say the white guy, we are talking the guy who's from England. Yeah, man, the guy who was born in England. So that's the reason why them hate Bruce Golden. So we're going to tell you why. And we don't understand how, you know, all these people claim, say, you know, you have to understand that when you come on to the real admiral behavior, this is something that them used to torture our ancestors, you know, our great-grandfathers and all of these people back in the days of slavery. But now it is something that is normalized by that guy because he's white. In the eyes of black people, you know, you see white people, some black people, you know, not all, you know, Cause like for years, truly, no, you can't sell me a lie on them thing. So the thing is that now with the reason why them hate Bruce Golding now, because Bruce Golding refused to become them puppet. So because of that now, yeah man, the white establishment worldwide, so them decide to say, oh, I forget we that brother here, you know. And there comes this man who come from England, born in England. You understand? Mark Gummerbeer Golden. He's not a Jamaican by birth, you know. No, he's not born in Jamaica. So unlike what other people are tell you, say, he's a Jamaican, he's not. So we just let you know that say Mark Golden is not a Jamaican. He is a British born citizen who's promulgating and tell black men for open up your body and take it. So right now you're looking at one of Jamaica's most prominent artists. That's one guy we name Myri, them call him Buju Banton. You know, Buju Banton is one of those guys where they say him did firm, weak like a pretzel, so him bow to the white establishment promoting decadent behavior. You understand? But as for us at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we're too old for people brainwash. So we love life and we love the truth. But them only love money, them don't love God, you understand? But yet still let me tell you, say, boy, righteousness them are dealing. But yet them hug up the people them will promote immorality. So we said to even people where we know, you claim say you love God and you're against him, man, but yet still you support the PMP LGBTQ plus organization agenda. All because people is willing to sell them soul to the world. Yeah, they're willing to sell them soul because it's all about money. So if you love God and you love the truth, no guy can tell us say up is down and down is up, because you know the difference. But if you're a sheep or somebody who, don't respect yourself, you're not gonna respect the rule of the laws of nature. So Bruce Golden holds the ignominious distinction of being the first Jamaican Prime Minister, Prime Minister of Jamaica to resign in disgrace. A decision largely catalyzed by the political and national security crisis surrounding the 2010 Tivoli incursion. But look, what I not want to believe it, some people let you want to know believe that was the reason. That wasn't the reason. It all has to do with the BBC interview that Bruce Golden had done. Because like I don't like Bruce Golden, I can tell you straight up, I am not a fan of Bruce Golden. Don't like Bruce Golden. And if you ask me, I can tell you the reason why I don't like Bruce Golden. Bruce Golden is and was a selfish man. Yeah, man, during the 1990s. He's a man who was hungry for power. And people who stay like that, I have no respect for them. He wasn't a laborite. He was an opportunist. And people who are opportunists will sell them soul for anything. Dummy. Yeah. And that's what he is, in my estimation. Reason being, Bruce Golden, although him half white, so he believes him white. Remember, say him not rich, Him not no Issa. Bruce Golden is not no Issa or the Mafu them or the Matalan. A Bruce Golden him come from up where place called Upper Brownsall, St. Catherine. Come from, you understand, humble beginning father, Tassius Golden and all of these things. Let white people, Boots Stewart and all of these people, can him and tell him, say, hey, the people them love him more than Edward Seagan. Form your own party and you will win. Him not even gonna see it. So that's why I tell you, so we don't have respect for him. All of the people them who supported his bid to take over the Jamaica Labour Party, who not dead there prison. Because they were all criminals. Yeah, from Dodos, Dido, and Liebert Rancher, and all of them. Spy, every one of them gone to prison. Who not gone to prison, dead. Yeah, so I just saw it go. If you can't wait, anything that you're doing, never race. Just wait until your turn, and it will come to you. I just saw it go. So, as we say, we don't care about for any guy, No guy. So, those are you who say, Jamaica Young Police Channel is a labour channel. As you have heard, all of these people who label us as a labor right, not one of them can say that we are telling any lies. So what's your point of saying we are labor right? If we speak the truth, I speak it because the truth is the truth, and the truth hurts only the guilty. Whether or not you want to believe it, there are thousands of labor rights that don't tune into the channel because them don't like me. Because I don't start the real mama papa truth. You understand? People. So when people say, "Oh, you're biased," I because them a dummy. Yeah. So moving on. So Bruce Golding's downfall was rooted in his administration's handling of the extradition request for Christopher Douglas Cook, the notorious drug lord and leader of the Shower Posse, who was wanted in the United States on multiple charges, including drug trafficking, arms smuggling, and racketeering. You have to understand what happened then, it was an illegal extradition, illegal request, because at the time Christopher Douglas Cook rights were breached by the Jamaican government and the Barack Obama administration. Reason being is that the PMP, I tell you, so them now in the Jamaican people interest at all, or even them own citizens. Because if you go violate a man's rights by signing an illegal MOU, because you feel that this man a threat to your political survival, because this man is able to tell the youth them, say, what I do, now kill off one another, and what I need to do is come together and work together and make money without killing off each other. So they saw him as a threat. And then, when I'm corrodes and corrobunks and dirty bungler guy named Cowboy, Donald Trump got deport him, you understand? And that's how they were able to catch him on tape. But if his brother Liberty was any good brother at all, you might tell him brother that, hey, look here, so them lock up Cowboy and Cowboy up on bail. Don't talk to him, because Cowboy, so Cowboy I got try to get anybody who wants to save himself, that's him to come back to Jamaica. You understand? Because Cowboy should have did long time, as you have heard before. When a Christopher Douglas spoke. First cousin, because Cowboy had boxed Douglas' aunt. Yeah. So Bruce Golding's government initially resisted the US request for Cook's extradition, arguing the evidence provided was obtained through illegal wiretaps. This stance was widely interpreted as an attempt to protect Cook, whose power base was in Tivoli Gardens, a stronghold of the Jamaica Labour Party, which Golding led at the time. The refusal to extradite Cook sparked widespread criticism from both local and international stakeholders, including the US government, civil society groups, and section of the Jamaican public. Eventually, under mounting pressure and diplomatic tensions, Golding capitulated, authorizing the operation that led to the infamous military incursion into Tivoli Gardens in 2010. So the operation resulted in significant bloodshed. At least 173 civilians were killed, raising serious concern about human rights violation and extrajudicial killing. So by killing them, if true, it would amount to extrajudicial killing. Because you can't take a man out of house and just execute him like that, because of where him live. I don't believe in that. So as we said before, and we say again, if you believe in a God's supposed to be the ultimate, not a guy or no man or no party. If you believe in a God and you stand for what is right, not who is right, nobody can corrupt you. But you have some people, whether or not you want to believe, there are easily, if you are not corrupted, nobody can corrupt you. So that is what happened. You understand? And then we have these people, who are propagandists. Them tell same black people, them tell black people, say, hey, up is down and down is up. Yes, and that's a problem we have with own black people. So as I say, most people, most Jamaican and all, even right now we are taught them like fear the truth, because the truth hurts them. Them love when you lie to them, because that's not the way that they had cultured, nurture us, and domesticated us as Jamaicans to be liars, to ignore our conscience. So as we tell you, about with Bruce Golding, why them hate Bruce Golding now. So, however, Bruce Golding problems, did not begin with Douglas Cook saga, His political demise can be traced back to a controversial interview he gave to the BBC's R Talk in 2008. During his interview, Golding made an equivocal statement that no homosexuals, whom we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel refer to as rear admirals, would be allowed to serve in his cabinet. Him saying the cabinet are for them own, and he can't serve in a theme. So this remark was met with international condemnation, particularly from Western nations that has been increasingly advocating for LGBTQ plus rights. So that's right now, if those of you who follow politics and what is happening in America, this is the collision of two ideology. It now nothing to do with poor people now, rich people against rich people in America. The one them where use social engineering and a bully American people. Then the other one them a thief, and them a say no, we none of that. So them not in it, but them are thief and destroy the people and destroy America because it's all about money, no patriotism. So this time nothing to do with, although them a go after black people and all of these things, it's just two forces are bumped. At one point in time, there'll be no problem for a man no say, you know, same no work, like pole repels and unlike pole attract. But the Democrats now and some of the Republicans them not believe in a God and they don't believe in the laws of nature. So they want to impose them will on others. And this is how we get a rise of this oligarchy, plutocrats. And when I tell you, when I talk about unconscionable people, that's what these people are. Them not care and them not have no respect for God. You understand? Yeah, so Bruce Golding said, not in my cabinet. No rear admiral in our cabinet. Yeah, so his comments place him in the crosshairs of powerful European and American interests that view his stance as discriminative and regressive. So them same one now, 400 years ago in England, they gonna hang you know to be a rear admiral. 400 years later, them are force people in England to become rear admiral. So I tell you say, that's why I tell you say, you can't, when it come on to accepting any form of tradition or morality from white people, you're mad people. Because them people are not consistent. We as black people, we consistent. We know say, no, up is up and down is down. And how we tell them say the world is not flat, it's round. Yeah, and we tell them that. Our ancestors, the Moors. But them want until they say, how we did find out. I lie that. We're the greatest people on earth, but them not like we and them thing. That's why we're the only race of people where everybody eats, you know, because we are God's children. That's why our genes is dominant, not recessive. You have to understand science. Dominant means that you are the one. That's why them couldn't kill we off as black people. Like how them kill off the Indian. The Indians, them have little black in them, but them are black like we. That's the reason why when it come on to all HIV and AIDS, that's why we are here. Because what they did, we actually hear some context, you know, they come on to we as black people, you know, how everybody eat it. So, you know, say in America, you know, say you have drug addict. Hey, them do some wicked things in other country I still learn, whether or not you want to believe it, you know. But then pick up them own people, the drug addict them, put them in a house, and inject them, you know, with the AIDS and HIV drugs, you know. Yeah, inject them in this, you know, this disease, this infectious disease. Whereas at the same time, I feed them with drugs because they're a drug addict. And then we'll watch them die slowly from the, you understand? So they thought that doing the same thing because black people, that was an operation to kill black people, you know, from in the late 70s, 80s. And Africa, you know, remember I say Africa never have no AIDS and anything, you know, that was imported to black people there, you know, by white people. That's why you can't trust them. And that fool that believe, that's why I would tell you, say, we don't believe white people. Majority of them, as if you ever listen to this woman, she's one of the most vocal people against white supremacy. And them hate her because she spilled the bean at all times on white people and tell you who they are. You know, because it's not every white people racist, you know, you have some good white people. And she will tell you, say, white people inherently racist. That's how this lady tell you. So as time goes by, you know, we educate him more about it. But if you don't, I just saw it go. You understand? Because racism is something that is imparted to white people by other white people. I don't know, disease or anything, a culture. and them believe say them are God, and anything with them tell you, I'll do it wrong, them I tell you say them are God. So what them say you must, and if you not do it, economic terrorism. So the terrorism when you say where them are traumatize and terrorize the American people, the white people by an immigrant, a guy named Elon Musk, and the others. That's how them name and nature. Terrorism. They don't believe nothing peaceful for them and them thing. If you not do what them want, that them use. You understand? So Bruce Golding tell him say, him none of them thing there. Why him become a mark man for death by them. Not literally physical death, but that's a part of the equation. Because you have to understand, when you come on to them, them are God, Remember, whether or not you want to believe it, and one of the reasons why Donald Trump, we tell you, one of the reasons why Donald Trump received 80% of the Jamaican votes in our last election is because of the same madness where they are trying to impart to black people in America. And that's why, and not only that, Joe Biden did attack the Jamaican people by having him LGBTQ plus flag in a Jamaica at the embassy, which go against international laws and all of these things. So that's why the Jamaican people them voted overwhelmingly for Donald Trump. Them know what Donald Trump was all about, but boy, them just want to know, say, them want to get rid of Joe Biden. Because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they are, epitome of evil. Yeah, man. So I just saw it go. And Joe Biden at the time, Joe Biden, what he did was put sanction on the Jamaican government because Andrew Wallace refused to capitulate to them and disregard the Constitution. So these people, them don't believe in the rule of law. So whether or not you want to believe it, remember, who was behind it and support the American government for bringing two rear admiral. It was the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. I tell Andrew Wallace, say, hey, for accept them, even the ugly one, you understand, ugly some, even him was for, but yet still them I tell about family values. Nobody looks at them in the car, them flip-flop. We never change yet. Never. One thing we say, another thing what we mean. You have to kill we. We know say millions of our ancestors dead for we. That's why we're still here. Because we should not be here. We are the only race of people them come across and done the wickedest things and we still survive. And even all of that, them still eat to see them here. And we still haven't and we still all we do is show them love. But that is not enough for them. Because they want to see we dead. Them eat we. But yet still enough. Without us, eventually, as time goes by, they might just wither away. Yeah, the wicked people, them might go wither away. And we not stop fight. So them say no, so the backlash was immediate and far-reaching, further isolating Jamaica on the global stage and painting Golding as an intolerant leader and willing to align with progressive international norms. So what the man said, look here, your rectum is not a sex organ. You understand, your rectum is for excretion of waste that the body refuses. White people are telling us, no, we are God. And we tell us that the rectum is a sex organ. And Bruce Golding said, boy, that's not them teach me in science at school, I see them white people, so I don't know how they want to change that. I want to know God. God say, God destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Them tell them say, it's a mythical place. Bruce Golding said, no, Sodom and Gomorrah exists in Syria. Not even can't fly over that part of Syria. And them shut up. But them say anyway still, we control the financial institution worldwide and we use economic terrorism against you. So the combination of these two major controversies is defiance in the Dudos Coke affair and is as outspoken opposition to LGBTQ plus inclusion in governance made Golding a markman. Its adversary, including both international diplomatic circles and influential economic elites who saw his leadership as detrimental to Jamaica's global relations. The compounded pressure led to a loss of confidence in his administration, both domestically and internationally. Ultimately, in 2011, Golding announced his resignation, making him the first Jamaican prime minister to step down in disgrace, leaving behind a tarnished legacy overshadowed by scandal, violence, and political miscalculation. What Bruce Golding never knew that was that all of these things were done by design to destroy him. But because Bruce Golding wasn't a patriot, you know. Bruce Golding is a selfish guy. And we say that we don't know apology. You will never hear we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel say anything about him. Bruce Golding wasn't a labourite. If Bruce Golding was a labourite, he would have stayed like Pernell Charles and all of these people. And Jamaica today would be much better. All the time when PJ Patterson won, the votes them that would have gone to the Labour went to Bruce Golding party. But because he's a dummy, he was conned by Butch Stewart and the Issas them. While Butch Stewart get here Jamaica and him rinse it. That's how it going to corruption. Whether or not you want to believe it. Not because I used to, I used to do things I used to do things with Bruce Golding, for Butch Stewart. Butch Stewart's an alumni of my school. I used to attend. And trust me, can't not say anything bad about him in other regards. That's why I tell police you're not a thief. Yeah, so them hate Bruce Golding. So the betrayal of the Jamaica's security forces or politicians sold out the police and soldiers for Dudu's extradition. So after the extradition of Christopher, before the extradition the warrant was executed on Dudu's, I tell you now, the GLP and the people, I show you all the GLP. One thing with the GLP, I'm telling you all the time. The GLP, they're not a criminal-minded set of people, but they are very emotional. Some of them don't think. They were upset because, at the time, they were upset because of the extradition, the MOU signed by Dr. Peter Phillips to extradite Christopher Dudu's Cook. If these people were thinking, they would have realized it's an illegal memo. It have nothing to do with the police and nothing to do with the police and soldier. Although this was the soldier them have it up our camp in our safe. Peter Phillips, that's why I'm not become prime minister. Because that's why you're going into your wicked and them thing. They got to ways to work things for exposure. So Peter Phillips said that the government at the time never know anything about the MOU. And him testified at the encourage and inquiry with the man from Barbados because they couldn't find a competent Jamaican, an honest and decent Jamaican. Reason being them have to find somebody where they know align with them and them PMP ideology and corruption. So they bring somebody from Barbados who chastise the police and the security forces and make excuse for all of the people that will commit crimes against them during the incursion. As if it was the security forces' fault for what happened. But that's how these people operate. Them don't have no conscience, decency, or ethics about them. Evil, when good men remain silent, evil reign. That's all you remember that. And we'll tell you that all the time. That's all life is. So if you not stand up against evil, then evil are going to reign. So moving on. So the PMP, them fear Christopher Dudu's quote because Christopher Dudu's quote now is the most influential Jamaican ever. Apart, not even, I don't think not even Bob Marley would be able to get the Jamaican people to rise up against the Jamaican government. The way that Christopher Dudu was able to do that. The way that the people them love him. Labour, PMP, everyone. Because he was able to tell the people them, say, hey, look here. Stop killing one another and them thing. And I tell them, say, I'm not supposed to make, and I tell them all kind of things. All them forget by. Even communities that were PMP, he was able to transform it to Labour. So even the PMP them saw him, that before them saw him as a threat to their dominance of the people's mind in Jamaica. Because I'm telling the people them saying, look here, them are people that love you, all them do are using or exploiting because them know so are dummy. Because why you go kill a next man who look like you unnecessary? And you understand? Although a criminality, because there's no honest criminals, we are telling that, So then you have people like the Caroline Gomes, yeah man, that's the woman from Jamaican for Justice. She's Ronald Tweed's first cousin. Most Jamaican don't know that. Why people behind them thing in Jamaica? Know that you have Donald Trump in power. You see all of the big mouth people, them are shut up because what Donald Trump say? Him say him not care about no human rights thing. Him not care about criminal. For your criminal, every country can clean up them country. I make it great again. And that him say. That Marco Rubio say and him say it in El Salvador. So it's like all the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and all of these people out there, like all this big face, this broad face woman, the most out there campaign for criminal. All she, she irrelevant because the American system not care about what she all about for defend criminal. But black, about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter only time police kill criminal. So she depend them not want to hear nothing from she. You understand? So she is gonna be like a pariah. So what Bruce Wall, we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel group, the Jamaica Young Police Channel group was created with a singular purpose to protect the young, well-intentioned officers of the Jamaica Constabulary Force from falling into the prison pipeline trap that has been deliberately set for them by the corrupt politicians from both political parties. Yes, both. This is how the Jamaica Young Police Channel came by, You understand? We start writing from the Indicom Act. If you go on if you type, just type on, the web and just type Detective Chris Porter or Detective Christopher Porter, and you'll see my picture come up. There's thousands of writing. Many of them, say, with them approve. I don't like say anything derogatory, or anything racist or misogynist or homophobic. But them want to know say you are subscribed to their ideologies. And that's how we end up now on YouTube. I say, yes, them people here, you understand. And we start the 1-1 video because of the attack with the Indicom Act. So about political parties who enacted laws designed not to strengthen national security, but to punish the police and soldiers for enforcing it. So the most damning of these laws is the Indicom Act, a piece of legislation that has crippled law enforcement and emboldened criminals, all in retaliation for the extradition of Christopher Duduscook to the United States. So the Indicom Act, a weapon against law enforcement. So we are showing say, and when we say, we are telling this now as a police, because we are street police. Most of the police them in Jamaica, we are telling this, they are not police officers. Most of them, they are political activists, especially PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organizations, supporters, activists, and voters. Them not see their commitment to the rule of law and to the Jamaican people. The oath them take are to the PMP party. Them not take oath to the although the oath supposed to be to the Jamaican people, them not do it like that, The oath that they have taken is towards the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. And the reason why I'm telling that because I have experienced it myself. When I, BS because I refuse to publicly say that I'm a PMP police, I was sidelined by them. Yeah. I get transferred, from Clarendon to St. Elizabeth by a politician. Them time Michael Manley, a prime minister. And when we get transferred from Clarendon to St. Elizabeth, family member said, boy, I go talk to George Pang, we can get transferred. I said, no, me no go talk to George Pang. Because when I join police work, me never did talk. I say, boy, power man and Michael man, this and if them know say, you're junglist and this and that, they will bring you back. That, I say, no. I say, me not beg no guy nothing because I never do anything wrong. Yeah, I was transferred because I do my work. And them say, boy, me, them tell me saying, I say, me I'm not a PMP. Me a labor right police, come here lock up PMP. People them will break the law, That them tell me, I brother near Orius Dali was there up in North Clarendon. So me get transferred from Clarendon go St. Elizabeth for do my work. Because and at the time now, when I say me live in a carpet area and them things, so say a whole heap of traveling that. I show you a country people, them wicked police. I was entitled to a thing named family visitor. I know so the people they never give me down at St. Elizabeth. Yeah, man, a brother named Cespedes. I don't know for him, if he was Cespedes, they have one long black brother. I not remember all Corals name. Our woman name is Taylor. And when we got honest beer, a brother named Talpi tell me, say, if me used to get family visit. I say no. And the man said, boy, them people are some wicked people, So when they say some people in a police force and them get all on them, you see how some of them and them suffer and dead. I'm not sorry for them, because wicked people them, Remember say I was a young police officer and I get transferred to St. Elizabeth. That's how most police end up live in a different parish of Jamaica from where them come from. But I already told myself from day one, so I'm not gonna live in a country. Me, nobody when them send me, I'm not live there. You understand? I'm not gonna live with no woman. My mother did teach me that and them thing. So you talk about yourself. But just I tell you why we against them and them Indicom Act. So the passive of the Indicom Act was not about justice, accountability, or human rights. It was a calculated move to strip the security forces of their ability to maintain law and order. The corrupt politicians who push it knew exactly what they were doing. They sold out the police and the military as a political sacrifice, all to appease international interest and certain sectors of society that thrive in a lawless Jamaica. So whether or not you want to believe it now, so that's why I'm telling you the PMP is a criminal organization. In 1994, when PJ Patterson was Prime Minister, PJ Patterson, yeah man, the black guy, want to call the Prince. PJ Patterson then wanted the Indicom Act. You know who tell him say Jamaica can't deal with that? Edward Seaga, the man that all I police them in. Can tell them say any of Jamaica get the Indicom Act. Jamaica, yeah, hand over Jamaica to criminals. Them. But remember, you know, if you elect criminals, you know, only you will be a fool to expect to get justice. Because criminals are inherently criminals. That's why I tell you say the PMP is a criminal organization. So the result, Jamaica is now reaping what these traitorous politicians have sown. Criminals, the so-called chosen ones, and the protected ones from the inner city strongholds now operate with impunity, terrorizing innocent Jamaicans and dictating the rules of engagement to the police. Meanwhile, the super poor ghetto youths, many of whom just want to live their lives without violence, have been brainwashed into seeing the police as the enemy rather than the very criminals who prey on their own communities. From I was at early years, like 4 or thereabout, the first 2 things that I remember that they impart to me at Jonestown. If we eat every police say enemy, or every labor right for dead. I want anybody from Jonestown or Concrete Jungle tell me say I'm a lie me I tell. That's something that them impart to it. There's a woman who have a YouTube channel and she's me play on here. She she not born there, but she went to Jonestown and lived there when she young. She have them are die-hearted PMP. Them can't differentiate between wrong and right. Cause them even make excuse Michael Manley arming young men from my community to kill other black people. Like me no, me care about lives. Me no business if you're a labor right or PMP. Why you give me a gun for kill next black man because to make you stay in a power? That's a terrorism. If you want to stay in a power, you supposed to have used ideas. Why you gonna send my cousin and my uncle and all of them people they got Cuba for train for come up for come kill Jamaicans? And when I'm not invading, Jamaicans them I kill are because them not support your political ideology. That's how democracy works. That's why you can't get me ever. If you say Michael Manley was a good man. Never. No guy come tell me about no house, no this, no that. As me tell a guy, say, oh, them can keep that. Give me the book and not the gun. Say it all the time. But fools will always be fools because them don't see the bigger picture. Them see it because them have a fealty and affinity for a person. Me, I am not that kind of person. If I have an affinity for somebody, it's because of the good with them do for mankind, not the destructive thing with them do. You understand? As them go back out with the Bible, them say, give me Barabbas or Jesus. Them say, give me Barabbas. So I did so with it now. So Jamaica reap its thing now. So now, you see things kind of get much better in Jamaica. So then now, I have written, then after that now, we see the attack on Onsbury police station. After the Indicom Act, we just go back in the history, and that was a clear warning. Before the attack on Onsbury police station, I wrote about this crisis, when gunmen attack a man inside Onsbury police station, a direct provocation against the state, executed with absolute confidence. This was not just an attack on one man, it was a message to the police. Jamaican police station, particularly their guard rooms and criminal investigation bureaus, offices, are sitting ducks for armed thugs, unlike their counterparts in America. Jamaican police officers do not operate from secure fortified building. They are exposed, vulnerable, and left to defend themselves with minimal resources against increasingly sophisticated well-armed criminals. So after the Indy come up, this is what happened, you know. So what Jamaican people were witnessing then was the beginning of the end for Jamaica, and this collapse has been fueled by the politicians and the media. The media houses in Jamaica, they are enemy of black people. May I tell you that? All of them, whether or not you want to believe it. These are some of the most vile people. They not educate the people, they not tell them the truth, they must keep them docile, and them just lie to them, they must stop. And that's one I think when them use it, destroy it. So this week now we saw something when them I tell about the NIA that the thing where the guy when named Trevor Manuel lead. Most of them don't even know. Trevor Manuel is a devil. We said that already, you know, he's a devil. Trevor Manuel gave my cousins M16 rifles and 9mm pistol. And I tell the guy all them thing there. Some people say, boy, Chris, why you talk all them thing and no one that I was back in there. Because we don't want it to happen again. We see it about to happen again, you know, whether or not you want to believe it. You understand? But you know, we have some strong leadership going on. So Jamaican for Justice is an arm of the PMP criminal organization with its criminal rights group and the enemy of poor people. And they do not know that. Poor people don't know that. So Jamaican for Justice are them enemy. And then you have one thing when you have NIA. NIA are enemy of poor people. Them people don't care about black people. They don't care about power. So they must encourage anybody that encourage you to indulge in a crime. And I make excuse to you. When you kill 70, when you kill 9 people, and you're gonna say these people will kill the people, them have rights. That means that you want a lot because you benefit from the lawlessness in a country. And that's what a big broad face or putting on face woman and an organization is all about. Most of you didn't know that Jamaican for Justice and the NIA are part of PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Because of the fist. Not even police didn't even know that. Why? Oh, you know that. Virgin a PMP community me born and grow. And my yard a big yard of Jonestown. You understand? You have to understand about the destruction of our people. Finally, we see police them at work. And guess what? What and I want to tell the youth them up at the youth them in a jungle and them thing there. Yeah, boy, me I tell you that easy. So if you don't want a gun, say that woman here, she have gun, she have it in her purse. She downtown all the time and them thing there. Yes, that woman there, look on her. She named Michael Jackson. She have a license firearm and she carry it in her purse. Anything where you want, you can get it for her. If you want her, because them not no problem with that. Or them defend men, the whole women and take it to. Them say, boy, 15 years are too much years to them. So basically, them I tell us, say, boy, even them available. So if these are the people who support criminality in Jamaica, they come act, whether or not you want to believe it. So that's how we get from the Christopher Dudu's Coke saga, Extradition. So you see how criminal powerful. Show me a law in Jamaica that is based on it has to do with law-abiding citizen or a police officer or a soldier. None. So you saw a Dan Powerful, a Christopher Dudu Scope, make we have in the come Akena. Courtesy of Bruce Golding, who was not a Labourite, who was a criminal-minded and criminal sympathizer. If Bruce Golding was a Labourite like Edward Siaga, who wouldn't have the Indie come back? Because Siaga never supported. When the black man asks, Siaga say, no, me not support it. I hand over a country to criminals them. But see a man who's a criminal-minded person, he just ride with it. So a nation is held hostage by criminals. The Indicom Act celebrated by its opponents as a tool for accountability has instead made criminals feel untouchable. They now see themselves as the de facto rulers of Jamaica with the power to kill, intimidate, and terrorize without fear of consequence. See how last week, man, they on bike with M16 in a Jamaica and a capital of Jamaica, you know, like them a Taliban. When we Taliban, them alone. When we say Taliban, we attack them people there from medieval days. Them people are not civilized people, you know. I tell you, you know, I feel them thinking warp, you know, man. Then the man, then the man have no respect for women. And these are men who have all Yeah, man, where them do them thing with all them goat and all them thing. Them have some, I tell you, say them have some fine, man. Disease over them the place. Believe you me, man. Trust me. Man. So, and who do we have to thank for this? For the Indicom Act. Former Prime Minister Bruce Golding, whose mishandling of the Dodo Squawk extradition led to this disastrous policy shift. So current Prime Minister Andrew Holness was done nothing to reverse the damage. But he might try now. We see Andrew Holness come because hey, look here, still doing it. Whether or not you want to believe it. You see, once you got the university at the West Indies of Jamaica, I don't know what happened for that place, People just come back and then lose their mind. Them get sympathetic towards criminals and make excuse to people who kill people. These people are not rational thinking. But yet still, anytime crime affect them, at them time that them understand. So the Prime Minister now we see him now support the last time we see this kind of support for the police from I want to say I got a Prime Minister. No other time. We never have a government will love the police as this one right now. The only thing that the Prime Minister need for they need for reverse this fingerprinting and this gun, this certification of firearm for you get license gun. What kind of madness that? And all of that. When a policeman apply for gun, he not supposed to go through a background thing and all of them something. If him in a police force and him can't get a gun, he not supposed to inside in it. Police supposed to be fast track for get gun. A man, hey, when me get my license gun, me apply for it 10 o'clock and 10:30 me get the paper for buy my gun. Just like that. The super tell me say, boy, me can't be police. If me a police and me can't get a gun, I mean me not supposed to in a police force. I saw me get my license gun in a Jamaica. Me never forgot to rigmarole and all of them things there. So the system was there. But guess what now? Because a vibes cartel, them say, my old dirty boy, a vibes cartel them use against them and mash it up. Mash up the issue in a firearm to people. Them say police them make too much money. So them and them cronies and biggest corruption going up at FLA. Nothing when it's in a head roll, when it's in a police being charged. Who get them convicted criminals, drug dealer, clean bill of health? That may tell you how Jamaica corrupt. So hopefully them will fix it. So Dr. Peter Phillips, one of the key architects of weakening of the national security policies. There are 62 members of parliament who voted to handcuff the security forces while criminals roam free. Jamaica political leaders effectively surrender the country to its worst elements, leaving innocent citizens and the police to fend for themselves. So the inevitable rise of terrorism in Jamaica. So when I first warned about these developments, many dismissed my predictions. But my words have now become reality. Grenades are being thrown at security forces, as seen in a sentence back then, where one Jamaica's most wanted criminal attack police officers with explosive. So we are telling them, if they don't be careful, what next IEDs? Improve explosive devices. That's how the Arab them use against the US forces in Iraq and Afghanistan. But may I tell you, so them have to teach you how to not to get blown up. Cause these people, them El Ben say them have kill we have over there. Cause them say boy, Americans are imposter in them country. You understand? And imperialists and them want them out. One thing with the Arab people and them thing there. And then the people will roll over them licky like like our black people. You understand? You think so the white guy could have got you know Afghanistan and tell black and the people them same band there and he not a birth certificate. Them string him up. I saw it go on them thing there. When in Jamaica, I just saw it go on them thing there. So terrorists thrive when they sense fear and weakness in government and security forces. So it's only a matter of time before criminals and gangsters, now emboldened by their near total immunity, escalate their tactics. So this path of every field state. So whether or not you want to believe it, right now in Jamaica, before now, Jamaica was pretty much going on a path to become a field state. But we see the government and the security forces take the country from the criminals them. No matter how which party you guys, from your terrorists, straight to the departure lounge. I just saw them at work. Yeah. So preemptive strikes save lives. The only way to save Jamaica, that's what we did say a long time. The reality is stark. Jamaica is at war. This is no longer a matter of street crime. This is a fight for national survival. The government fails to act decisively, as emboldened murderers, man who hold women and take it like Mark Golding, extortionists and drug traffickers. I have advocated for preemptive strike because they save lives. When you allow criminals to build their arsenal, recruit more foot soldiers, and fortify their strongholds, you give them the upper hand. The only way to defeat them is to strike first and strike hard. And we see it happen right now. So some may call it extreme. But what is truly extreme is allowing killers to rule our streets while we debate human rights for those who do not respect human life. So if Jamaica wants to survive, it must act now. And we see them act now. Far too long, Jamaican leaders have thought that violence they incubated would never reach their doorsteps. They laugh as the police and military struggled against criminals, calling them too brutal, while signing laws to weaken their ability to fight. But make no mistake, this violence will come uptown. The gangsters, the killers, and the terrorists will not stop in Spanish Town, Tivoli, or Augustown. They will come to Cherry Gardens. They will come to Narbrook. They will come to Beverly Hills. And when that day comes, the same politicians who refuse to act will beg for the protection of the very police and soldier they betray. Jamaica has two choices: fight back now or be ruled by criminals forever. So we say the government will fight back. So the British elites hate for Bruce Golding, a clash of values and a battle for black independence. The animosity that British politicians and elites harbor towards Bruce Golding was not merely political, it was a deeply ideological. At its core, their disdain stemmed from the belief that money is God and that every man, especially a leader from a former colony like Jamaica, must bow to their immoral, unethical, and ungodly agenda. So them feel so them superior to we, white people. The only thing I can, one thing with them always think evil white people often destroy other people. Love, not even love themselves. If you believe in the Bible and believe, say boy, when I talk about the war in the heaven and them say God throw the fallen angels them, well, look no further. If you have sense and can figure things out. These elites expecting Golding, like many other Caribbean leaders before him, to fall in line with their neo-colonial directives, which include the forced acceptance and promotion of rear admiral behavior. Right now, we see it in Jamaica, where black people, black people will claim, say, oh, them bunty man, a them same one, guess what? A them same one, the traitors them, a them same one, yeah man, a them same one that hug up all of them, the dirty behavior. You understand? Them now no respect for God and the rule of law. And the southern people are rule. But if you love God, and you respect the rule of law and nature, them things they not gonna do it. But guess what? These people don't care. These people don't care. Not one of them. I will see the same thing happen right now in America, where people who claim to them love them country, say them a patriot, them come like pretzel. So we say the Lisa Anna, the what's her name? Duncan Sutherland, she has Satan, Michael Phillips, Satan, Peter Bunting, Satan, Damian Crawford, Satan. Them not put country, them not put them country over a party over country. Cause them are not Jamaican, Who is in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization is willing to defend Jamaica? Peter Bunting won't, because Peter Bunting a rear admiral. Him support the rear admiral because them come out, because they thought that the Democratic Party in America would win. So them come out and show because them want the support, from these people. White supremacy for impose upon people and you for embrace dirty living. And yet still, these are the same people who tell us, oh, we're born to man, Which to man that they're not born nothing. And then them try to overthrow the Jamaican government from overseas. Then you have this black guy when named Oral Tracy, bossy slave. You have Wilfred Rattigan, the farmer, FBI agent. We don't even know what Donald Trump them do with him. Then you have Peter Bunting, Deion Jackson Miller, and when name Gaetan Campbell, and see me, Gummy Bear, Ugly Some, Dana Scott Matley. The woman lie, she lie, she lie. That's why she married 2 times. 3 times. The first husband, I realized, no, is a Delilah I'm married to. So the only somebody who say I hold up Jamaica right now are the Jamaica Labour Party. Because if you are going to tell black people, a Bruce Cole we are talking about, and that's how them use and mash up Bruce Cole. If you are going to tell black men, say, oh, what me pay body and take it like a woman in there, and you know, say no uproar from all of these people. Them people not believe in a God. Don't make them fool you. If them believe in a God, there will be an uproar against them in their own party. So that for sure say, and them decide what direction the party going at. The same people them up at the top. Because them look to them like them a deity or them a God. Because them dependent on them for live. Licky, beggy people. Them not believe in a God. Because if you believe in a God, no guy can come impose them kind of ideology on you as black people. But them not care. Them rather figure hell with them because them believe say, because Baby Trump white, Mark Golding is a white man, a gummy bear, them feel say gummy bear, a God. I'm white, dummy them, Marcus Garvey say if God is white, him don't want to meet God. Because he knows that God is a wicked God if him white. And why black people have to suffer so. And a white domination. It's a white man. I tell we, say, oh, want me pay body and take it, The white guy there. So we ask them, do you believe in God? And them say yes. And we ask them, which God? Them and the PMP, they must stop run. Which God? Because them can't deal with the truth. For them God a Satan. Not even Satan want nothing to do with them. Because Satan afraid of them. Because Satan running, Satan going for upon the rear admiral, them and Sodom and Gomorrah. Him tell God, because I remember saying, a God create Satan. What God never do? He's teaching him how to blow breath. That's why people say dopey and all of these things. And the reason why, remember saying them can't, them afraid of hell, Because hell, hotter than them come from. So that's why when them God run them out of heaven, them go to the Caucasus Mountain. So see one of them there, a white man, not one of them in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. So how kind of thing this? Oh, you have to tell our boys them, for open up them body and take it like a man. And nothing wrong with and Bruce Golden, they tell them in England. I know man a labor, Bruce Golden tell them say, the rectum is not a sex organ. But them burn fire upon him and them. Who them support? Them support them white daddy. Them not support the no. Them not support the black man. Them support them white daddy. We come from England. And him tell them say, hey, yeah, open up your body and take it like a man. And stop whine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, man. So we know the enemy, them are black people, If you don't know your enemy, you're going to a problem. I just saw it go. So while them attack the black people and Bruce Golding for that, the elites expected Bruce Golding, like many other Caribbean leaders before him, to fall in line with their neo-colonial directive. So them feel that Bruce Golding was one of them, according to them, are them boy. And Bruce Golding on TV, I tell them, say, me I don't know boy. Uno can't tell me say up is down and down is up. If Uno want to open up, tell phone people them to open up them body and take it, nothing wrong with a phone thing that. But me not tell my people them to do it. I mean, I promote no guy with inner them thing there. You understand? As you have all the Raymond Price, Damian Crawford, a whole heap of them in a PMP, and Peter Bunting, Golden, a whole heap of rear admiral in a PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organ. That's why I call it the LGBTQ plus criminal organization, because Ronnie Tweets and him cousin, the woman named Caroline Gomes, and you know things that them people that defend our black people, when them try to get rid of Dr. Bain and the PMP government support them to get rid of Dr. Bain. And wicked people that want them own people to pass on infectious disease. You understand? So the hypocrisy of British morality, from slavery to social engineering. So let us not forget that these same white elites who now brand themselves as global moral leaders were the architects of some of the history's most gruesome atrocities against black people. Let me repeat myself. Over here, an entertainment channel, you know. I want to care a one time them can kill me. Let us not forget that these same white elites who now brand themselves as global moral leaders were the architects of some of history's most gruesome atrocities against black people. During slavery, they dehumanized, brutalized, and sodomized our ancestors using sexual terror as a weapon to break their spirits and destroy any form of resistance. They introduced a practice they now claim to champion as progressive, not as act of love, but as a tool of oppression. I saw the economic terrorism start, and the first person to experience it was a DJ named Shabarang Sam Seaview. Shabarangs are the first person to experience economic terrorism 31 years ago by the same people them. Now you see America, people that say America fall, and it's all because I see him madness where them oppress the people and one side say them not take it. And guess who them they put there for do that? A black man. So him now, every time they mention Barack Obama, there's nothing good the black people can remember about him. Cause all him tell black people for do open up your body and tell us if I open your body, you're a hero. And you see a judge come on TV, boy say my rear admiral him auntie come on and say she proud of him of them thing there. And then now you have all one black woman where them send her Supreme Court. Them ask her what's a woman and she can't answer that. A simple thing a woman we have breasts and them hormones them hormones is totally different. You have XY chromosome, all kind of things. We separate a woman of vagina. No man who have long seed and born with certain chromosome can't be a woman. That them can't understand them, you understand? And that's how we read. So that's the war for the mind. You understand? So right now, in over 2 weeks now, them say boy, and them win the election, that them win against the mind, and I just saw it go. Some people that say boy, say the Republican them steal the presidential election. Hey, we don't know. I just saw it go. So it is not about love or equality, it's about control. They want you to control your mind. Today, these elites demand that black nations like Jamaica embrace the very behavior they used to enslave, subjugate, and humiliate our people. And Bruce Golding tells them, no way. While the PMP, remember saying a Portia Sims was telling them, say, she a warm up towards it. But if you warm up to something where that is immoral and it go against the laws of nature and God, I'm saying I'm a God in a year. So them expect obedience, not because they care about you, but because they want to dictate what is acceptable in our societies, just as they did during colonial rule. So the world itself is still not free under the bondage of white supremacy. And them have a weapon that can kill everybody. And some people say, hey, might as well just end the world then, because I any idea when not gonna survive. Because them predict saying in the next 60 years, this world are gonna be brown. So you see them white people, them species are there because they are recessive, they are not dominant. But Bruce Bowling refused to bow. Yeah, man. When he boldly stated on BBC attack interview that no homosexual would serve in his cabinet, he sent shockwave through the British establishment. In that moment, Bowling made it clear that Jamaica was not as safe and that his moral compass would not dictate by foreign powers. So that statement made him a mark, man. The British elites, along with their allies in America and Europe, diplomatic circle, declare war on Bruce Golding using their media, economic influence, and international pressure to weaken and isolate his leadership. So the natural order versus social engineering, the attempt to force Jamaica into submission is not a political issue. It is a direct attack on the laws of nature and God. Science and faith align on this simple truth. Like poles repel and unlike poles attract. When you talk about violent people, these are some people who are violent, You tell them all them things, them vex, and them not like hear the truth, because when you tell them, say, hey, look here, Look here what them want to say them thing there. 2 man can't have baby, 2 man can't have sex and produce. Oh, them vex. Guess what them do now? All the Democrats, them, all them white people evil. So you have some women now. What claim say? I tell you what them do it, Women, what claim say them a man and get pregnant and not because them do all them thing and have baby. And I say, oh, see a man have baby. I'm gonna fool believe that, because not even baby believe that, because them know say no man can have baby. And that them do. And I saw we get what is happening right now. When I think a coincidence what happening in America, because of all of these things that these people have started, the lies. So when you start lies, the other side are gonna lie more. Remember saying from inception, everything about white people is lies, But this lies, them take this lie to one different peak. You understand? And then boy, the other lie, them climb Mount Everest to promote for them lies. And tell the white people them, when them know say 80% of them not smart. So vote for me and me make egg price cheaper. And they have nothing to do with that. Right now, I just pay a problem, because you have to understand. Some people say, who are the Antichrist? Them say I was Barack Obama. No, if you ask some people, them tell you say Donald Trump. We are not prophet, so we can't. Well, only thing we know say Obama, although him black, him never was a black man. You understand? Obama, black people no own him. Because Obama one of the worst American president. That him try the social engineering and it failed. The only thing now, can you believe in 2025, they must have passed last day 2 sex, male and female. How we reach that? Man, I'm putting all different sex in all passport, make up all kind of things. People can people can identify themselves in a certain way. How we reach the point there? When we go and we know say a man and woman, boy and girl, now they might tell us a boy fluid and all kind of madness. People can marry to house, people can marry to them car, people can marry to all a community, say community. But I mean, I tell you. But yeah, guess what you can't do? No white person can say them black. That's a no-no. So say everything is an attack upon black people. And we nobody not like. You can't be anything else except black. A white man can be a woman, and a white man can be a baby, and then them can go to school with little pitney, and them can do them number 2 in a son, say them a cat, and all kind of thing. All of them madness there. And that's why we end up now, right now, where we're at in our world. So it's rich people against rich people. Bruce Golding is a billionaire, but you understand. But if Bruce Golding was a liberator, he wouldn't fall in a trap. If Bruce Golding just stay put, Jamaica would have been better off. Trust me, because PJ Potts couldn't beat Siaga. And they vote them siphon from the labor them. I licky labor them vote for Bruce Golding. And the only thing the PNP know to do is thief, commit crimes, and create criminals like parasites, like chinks. That's what I want from my community left. I was talking to a man the other day from Concrete Jungle, and he said a 3 of them from his age group. One of them, he said one of them get shot from in his 70s and can't walk. I was rude boy and them thing there. The other man retired from me not talk with him, and him say so just 3 of them left. But him say everybody else, just like when me say a gunshot. And him say he never got jail because he never subscribed to them philosophy and worldview. So you have to understand how we reach this juncture in this time. So these people, so them attack the laws of nature and God. Because them say them are God, Remember say when they come on to evil, they are the architect, If you look throughout history and you have to understand who terrorized this world, one race of people do that. One. But them, as them say, all good things must come to an end. So right now, 2 of them are fight. And guess what? Them all sign black people willing to sell them soul for trinkets. What's the sense of gain in the world and lose your soul? We see Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson and all them people, them sell them soul for gain the world. And any idea in time them dead, say a straight at hell them go. But them not care about that. Them only care about this world. Because them see when I tell you, say, oh, no God not there. Although them not tell you about God before now, because of money now, them tell you, say, no God not there. But we know that there's a God. You understand? So this is the foundation of the natural world. the fundamental principle that sustain lives. Like poles repel and unlike pole attract. Yet the same people who preach about following science, following the science, suddenly abandon it when it does not align with their ideological agenda. They ignore nature, they rewrite history, and they manipulate morality to serve their own interests. Whether or not you want to believe, you have a deputy commissioner of health in New York. When time you have some meningitis in New York, kill people, white people. And he wrote something when I made a newspaper in New York about it. I don't remember his name right now. You understand? I tell people, say, if you as a straight man or a straight woman and you got one of them LGBTQ plus period and you don't have a meningitis vaccine, the chance of you dying is high. That's something them delete, them delete that from the internet, because the pathogen that come off of these people's body, you understand, and it go through your nose and then it infect your brain and swell you and you're dead. Them not tell you that. So all of these dishonesty. So from one dishonesty to the other. So there's no honesty, no truthfulness. One set is all about social oppression, social engineering, and the next one, not only that, but all about thieving too. So I just pay liars. As I tell you already, don't expect to get any justice from criminals. Remember me tell you that. So this is not about human rights. This is about social engineering, about using economic power and political influence to force nations like Jamaica to adopt values that are fundamental, alien to their people, culture and faith. Black people now impose them culture upon no one. That the Joe Biden administration, right now the world in a problem. Because guess what? They want to screw the world, say everybody have to defend themselves. America is not gonna be the beacon of the world anymore with that shining light up on the hill. They might take it down, a darkness. And it's a man from Africa do that, a man here, Elon Musk. So we are say, watch the movie and so it's gonna end up. I will tell you that this is not about human rights. In time them went after Bruce Golding. I don't know human rights. So they attack on American democracy, a war among elites. Many people misunderstand the crisis unfolding in America today. So some people say, wait, so you got about Bruce Golding? For years we have that, and we just say, we'll wait for the right time to come out with it. That's why we come with it today. The attack on American democracy is not driven solely by greed or economic competition. It is a battle among white elites, a civil war between those who embrace rear admiral behavior and those who, in their way, still hold on to Christian values. So when people tell us that the same Christian who vote for Donald Trump, them abandon so many of the commandments of God. This war is being fought in their courts, their media, and their governments. Christian conservatives, despite their many contradictions, recognize the erosion of moral foundations and the destruction of the very principle that once made Western civilization strong. They are witnessing the collapse of their own empire, not at the hands of foreign invaders, but through self-inflicted moral decay. White people, them do that, So a fight. Yet even in this battle, they are inconsistent when it comes to the Bible. They cherry-pick scriptures to justify their political agenda, but they fail to uphold the core teaching of justice, righteousness, and moral integrity. They criticize certain sins while openly embrace others. They condemn the collapse of Western morality while promoting imperialism, war, and exploitation. So I would tell you, say, you can't expect to get justice from criminal. You will never get that. You understand? We don't claim to know everything, we just tell you what we know. You understand? So the British and the Americans, the elites, are not interested in Jamaica well-being. They do not care about the struggles of poor, the crime crisis, or the economic instability. Their only concern is enforcing compliance, forcing up to adapt their ways, even when it goes against everything we believe in. Jamaicans must remember that independence is not just political, it's a cultural, moral, and spiritual. We must reject the forced reprogramming of our people and defend the values that have sustained us for generations. Bruce Golding defiance was a lesson in true leadership. He stood against the global elite and paid the price. But history will remember him as a man who refused to bow. Yeah, remember that. Although yours truly, me I'm not a fan of Bruce Golding, but you have to remember that. You have to give a man credit where credit is due. History I got of Bruce Golding when him gone, as a black man, although him half white, as a man where him never bow to them. Jamaica must follow that example, or risk becoming a colony once again. So them couldn't control Bruce Golding. Can him tell them, say, oh, no, rear admiral guy can't be a part of my cabinet. So we know at the Jamaica Young Police Center, because of what them did, the trap where them set by the corrupt politician. And we defend the Jamaica Young Police officers resisting the prison pipeline trap and the betrayal of the security force. Just remember, what they have done to our people. But when they're not here like Bruce Golding, you have to give Bruce Golding credit because him stand up to them. When no other guy in do. Yeah, Bruce Golding stand up and him stand up for Jamaica. So you have to give him credit. So Jamaica discovered that Rastafarians are not patriots, but aligned with the PMP criminals. And the reason why we say that, one time Mark Golding tell black people, yeah man, Mark Golding tell black people, say, hey, when him tell them, say, open up your body and take it, yeah man. We not see no Rasta come out and say nothing. Well, I say, wait, Rasta dead? No Rasta no come out and defend Jamaica. And I say, wait, oh, if you impart them things to our people, when I hit them used to terrorize we. But them say, boy, oh, you hear them say? No God not there. That them I say. All the youth call me from Jones and all that, say, no God not there. I support and no God not there. I say, youth, God exists, man. But I not you want to believe it. You understand? So, as we say, right now, you see what is happening in our world. You see all even with the Palestinians and everything that's happening. Where the Palestinian them, yeah man, right now, the same people them will support Donald Trump. Now them realize that Trump say, oh, Trump not care about them. You understand what I'm saying? Trump is a self-serving man. So he don't care about himself, not even America. You understand? So the laws of men and people are wrong. Not in my cabinet, a true man. Diplomat here, me well late, but me I go watch it over. See him so. So we are living in Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. Well, I want to say that because, well, on a Sodom and Gomorrah we are living in right now. As you heard say, right now we are living, some people that say, in the time, whether or not you want to believe it. So, you could have been somewhere where you choose to spend the time with us at the Jamaica Young Police channel. And we have this presentation to share with you guys. It's born on 2 years. But also we just wait for the right time. So this is the right time for you to see, to show you that why British politician hated Bruce Golding. And why history are gonna be kind to him. Because he never bowed to them. Them try them neo-colonial ideology where they want to tell a black man and him say, no, you can't tell me that. You can't tell me say up is down and down is up. Up is up and down is down. So have yourself, and we'll tune in later live with SSP Steve McGregor. We know him well. Yeah, man, and say my run for the PMP seat in a Central Kingston. So later you will hear Steve McGregor. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.